What's up, mi gente? It's just Sheenie. Thank you so much for tuning in. For those of you who are new, welcome. In today's video, I will be sharing yet another testimony. And the reason why I did this video was because I wanted to use it as a form of encouragement for those times that you feel like you're unseen or unloved, or or like things are just not going your way. God is always working. God is in the midst of it all, good and bad, tiny and big. So if you want to know what God did and how his love was poured over me in this very moment, stay tuned. So for those of you who love story time. So to give you guys a little backstory of how this came about, how everything started, my dad is currently going through moderate stage of Alzheimer's. And that day I called him, my siblings called him, my mom called him, and no response. So I had a long time without feeling like the emotion of fear like overtake me in the way it did that day. And I was so worried that I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go check on him. And on my way, I was just praying, and I was like, God, please, like, make sure, because I had like this weird dark feeling that something bad had happened to him. So I'm like, God, please, if you please keep him good, like I promise, like I'll fast for 7 days as a thank you. So thank God my dad was okay. It's just that he couldn't find his charger. So I was just so happy that he was okay. I did my 7-day fast, but what I did inappropriately was that instead of continue to drinking water, I kept sleeping. If you're sleeping, you can't drink water. And if you can't drink water, you're gonna get dehydrated. And if you get dehydrated, you're gonna get real sick. Some people can actually obviously pass away from being severely dehydrated. So my pastor, Mike Signorelli, was doing this V1 conference. He was having a bunch of people come on with him to spread the word that I just absolutely wanted to see. So I'm like, you know what? I have enough time. I'll be fine by the time the conference comes. And I'm getting everything together. I'm getting everything situated. I'm super excited. I'm super pumped. I get the tickets for me and my sisters. I'm trying to set everything up, like the bus and everything, and I'm super pumped. But in the midst of all this, I'm not feeling well. I'm feeling nauseous. I'm feeling weak. So I have everything set up, right? Everybody knows where we're gonna meet that day. So the day actually comes, and I wake up, and I still feel sick. I still feel weak. I actually spoke to the person that would be able to take us to the Long Island venue where they had it. And, she prayed over me, and I tried to like stand up, and I felt like this strength, and, I showered quickly and everything, and I still wasn't feeling well. I was so devastated that I was gonna miss out on this conference, because I knew that the fire of the Lord was going to be there. I knew that his presence was going to overtake it, and it was just going to be something like unforgettable. Kind of like Central Park, which I'm so glad that I didn't miss it. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, you can go to V1 and you can go to Central Park video, or go to Mike Signorelli, and you can see that Central Park, it was like a mass deliverance, and it was epic, and I was there. Actually, that was the same day that big storm. It was like New York was like basically flooded. It took us hours to go home, but it was all worth it. Let's continue. Let me not get sidetracked. So that day, I'm sad. I can't believe it. And then I start questioning God, like, what was it that I did? Did I do wrong? Did I do this fast without having my heart purely in it? And I just started feeling like God was punishing me, to be honest with you. I felt like he was just convicting me of something, of anything unknown that I had no idea. I wasn't aware of, whatever it was. And I was just devastated. But thankfully, my younger sister made me feel like I was there. Like, we were on FaceTime from the very moment she got off the bus. She showed me everything, how everything looked, the setup, and I was just happy with that. And to be honest with you, I was even happy for them that they were there. And I was like, you know what? Just call me when Jenny Weavers goes. And I was just like, enjoy. Hopefully I get to see it live, if it's live. But unfortunately, it wasn't live. So I was like, girls, just please make sure to call me when Jenny Weavers is on. I really want to see Jenny Weavers. That woman, she's a woman of God. Like, I feel like the oil literally just drips from her. And so it was like a must. So she comes on tonight, and I'm there, and I'm happy, and I'm like, I'm crying because I can't believe I'm not there, but at the same time I'm happy. And I'm telling my sister's friend, once Jenny Weaver's finished, I'm like, hey, you can hang up, save your battery. And I'm saying it, but she can't hear me. So I'm like, okay. So I text her. Doesn't respond. I even sent her a message through WhatsApp. Nothing. And I'm like here thinking about her poor battery. Like, I don't want her to have an empty battery, you know, when she's leaving. I'm still like thinking about her and not enjoying the moment that I'm watching this. And out of nowhere, Pastor Mike sees her illegally live streaming. So check this out.
Are you live streaming this? What's up? I met a girl from our Brooklyn campus. You did this in Brooklyn too, is this the same one? You're the one from Brooklyn? Girl, I prayed for you. So you're next, huh? Oh wait, you're next, huh? Is that what you do? All right, we're not gonna be mad at you that you're on an illegal live stream right now, because I believe that this is the divine appointment. And I believe that God cares for you too. And I believe that He sees you too. And even from your home right now, get ready. Yeah, that's right, girl. That's right, girl, get ready. Yeah, God sees you too. I love the kind of church that will lower their friend down through a roof and get them to take that. One more dance party. It's time to celebrate. You ready?
Yep, that happened for your girl. So the question is, was I there? I sure was. And this is just a perfect example of what other people might believe, like, oh, it's a coincidence. No, it's not. It's like how my pastor said, it was a divine appointment. God knew my heart. My heart was hurting so much, yet I was so full of glee for my sisters that He gave me this as a gift. Like, you are here. I do see you. I do love you. You're not missing out. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to make sure that everyone sees that you're here too, just like everybody else that's here. And it was just such an overwhelming feeling. When I saw him reach for the phone, I immediately started crying. I said, no, this is not happening. I can't believe this. You know, and it was just such a beautiful way for God to let me know, I love you. I see you. I see everything that you're doing. He might be pleased with me. I don't know. But, you know, it's just such an amazing way of showing me how much He loves me. And the fact that my youngest sister was like, you closed it out. Everybody was just going crazy after that. When I saw everybody just celebrating, I just couldn't believe it, because I was so full of joy. I was so full of like, I have no words. But the crazier part is that God does things such in a multiplying manner, right? Like the way He blesses is not just one blessing. It's like one blessing leads to another, to another, to another. So that day, that happened in June, right? And so I was so excited. I was so full of emotions that I didn't hear what he said about the verse of Luke. Which is funny, because in my last faith video, I mentioned that my best friend had asked me, where is that verse? So, and even prior to my friend asking me that has always been one of the verses that captivated my heart, and like, wow, like that's real faith. That's real belief. Like, they believed so much that their friend was going to be able to be healed by our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, that they did anything. They lowered him down through the roof because they knew that he was going to be healed. They believed so much in what he was going to do. So it was like my sister's friend is like my sister. So I'm saying my sisters. My sisters knew my heart, and they knew how bad I wanted to be there. That they did exactly what those friends did in the book of Luke for their friend, just to receive a blessing. So I hope this video really encouraged you guys, and for you guys to see that sometimes the way we expect a blessing is not really the way it might come. It might not come in that beautiful wrapping paper with a shiny bow, because the way God does things is totally different outside of the way we even think. He is Alpha, he's Omega, and he's just, we can't compare, you know. But just know that we are gonna go through all those trials and sometimes even suffering, and he promised that he would never leave us nor forsake us. In the midst of me being sick and in the midst of me being sad, he was there the whole time. And that's just how he is, man. He's so good. So I want to thank you guys for watching my video. For those of you who are new, please make sure to subscribe and support your chica. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.